Hey guys, Ryan here, and today I'm going to be talking about the state of Shadow Priest in the 6.2 patch for PvP. I'm going to be going through good comps, damage, set bonuses, battlegrounds, 2s and 3s. Firstly, I'm going to talk about sustain damage. Now, in battlegrounds, our sustain damage is pretty decent because we're able to dot everybody, and our damage just skyrockets over anyone, maybe beaten by an Affliction Warlock or a Frost DK, because obviously they're really strong at the moment. However, also with Cascade, that also increases our damage loads, but it does break CC, which is why we don't usually take that and we use Halo. Although, if it is in fact a unranked battleground and it's not rated, then we can take Cascade, because generally not many people are going to be using Polymorph as a CC option because everyone just kills everyone. But in rated battlegrounds you want to take Halo because it doesn't break the CC, although it does do less damage. It's better not to break the CC by accident because it does have a long travel time, so if you, say, Cascade the rogue that's in front of you, some guy that's polymorphed 20 foot to your right is going to get hit by it like 5 seconds after because of the travel time. Now in 2s, Shadow Priests aren't really that viable at the moment because it's so unbalanced, so if you lose in 2v2s or just don't feel upset that your ranking's low in 2v2s, the only reason people do 2v2s at the moment is just to go with steamroll comps where you can just get free conquest to get your cap. 3s, however, is where the shit's at. Good comps for Shadow Priest at the moment, stuff like the God comp and the Shatter play, which is Priest, Frost Mage and Holy Paladin for Shatter play, and Priest, Holy Paladin, and no, Priest, Resto Druid and Mage, Frost Mage for God comp, which isn't as good as it used to be because Holy is just better than Resto at the moment because of their hammer and all the defences that just can't be had by the Restos. Also, they have better burst healing, which is fantastic for this meta because obviously there's no sustain damage, so all the dots on Resto is not that useful anymore. Now in 6.2, Shadow Priest burst is pretty decent, but you're not able to burst someone from full to 0 on your own basically, unless you're highly overgearing them, because all you're going to have to do is, if you get your 5 orbs, your Devouring Plague, your Mind Blast, your Mind Flay, your Devouring Plague, your Mind Flay, your Mind Blast, they're not going to die. They're going to chill around half HP. If you use Shadow Fiend, maybe a quarter, and that's just going to be above your threshold to Shadow Word Death. So the chance of you being able to 1v1 someone with just your burst is very unlikely. However, in 3s, Shadow Priests are looking awesome at the moment because if you match them with anyone with decent burst like a Frost Mage, that's on quite short cooldown because obviously Priests can burst every time they've got 5 orbs. They don't necessarily need Shadow Fiend. If they have it, it's an extra little buff, but people can outrun it and fear it and CC it and things like that. So yeah, if you're with a Frost Mage, you can both burst at the same time. You can, I could silence the third guy, the healer, and then he could polymorph the healer, then your healer, if it's a druid, could cyclone, and then you're just going to get this chain going, and then you're just going to have to kill the one guy with your half burst, and when they get to 20% HP, you're just going to be able to kill them instantly with Shadow Word Death, especially if you get your trinket proc, which is a big recommendation, especially to get 2 trinkets because of that 15% less damage you take. Obviously Shadow Priests have like no defences against any kind of burst apart from dispersion, so you're going to have to get those trinkets just to get that extra 15%, which should help quite a lot. And speaking of trinkets, if we look at the set bonus for Shadow Priest at the moment, once you've got the 4-piece, which is either the head, shoulders, chest, gloves and or legs, you need 4 of them, you're going to get this very nice buff where every time you cast Psychic Horror, you get every 3 seconds you get one of the orbs back that you used. You're only going to use Psychic Horror with 3 orbs, obviously. You'd never use it with 1 because it's got such a short stun, it's not worth using it. So at 3, what you can do to improve your burst, or not improve your burst, to simply make it so the person you're killing can't use defensives and they can't move and out line of sight you and things, because obviously you're a caster, so you need to be able to see them to your damage, as we don't use dots that much anymore in our burst. What you're going to want to do is get 5 orbs, Psychic Horror at the start to get the stun off, then you want to Mind Blast, Devouring Plague, Mind Flay, finish your Mind Flay, and then use Mind Blast again, and then Devouring Plague because one of your orbs would have come back by then, and that's going to give you another 3. And then obviously you're going to regen another one after that as well, and that's going to give you an extra little bit to try and do a little bit more burst, which is kind of helpful. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to give this video a thumbs up and maybe subscribe if you haven't already. That would really help me out. Suggestions on how to improve my channel would be really helpful if you could just and I hope to see you next time. Cheers.